Ciao a tutti e bentornati sul canale nox666us. Cominciamo dall'ultima parte che avevamo lasciato l'ultima volta, anzi no, sono stato fermo 2 giorni perché c'avevo della gente, però ho avuto qualche momento in cui riuscivo a giocare, soprattutto durante la notte, ma ho fatto solo delle quest secondarie o contratti da Witcher per tirare un po' sul livello. E mi sono creato la mia build perché dall'ultima partita abbiamo visto che ho assimilato un nuovo potere, ovvero era oddio, come si chiamava? Mutagene. Ho evoluto il mutagene. Ora io questo mutagene l'ho trasformato in questa maniera che adesso vi mostro. Ok, devo ancora fare la missione principale. Comunque questo è quello che ho fatto. Come vedete ho euforia, ho dovuto risettare tutti i punti dove l'ho messi solo nella magia che ho potenziato il fuoco, perché adesso io andrò solo con il fuoco e poca spada, anzi quasi nulla. E sto potenziando l'alchimia perché sto utilizzando questa nuova barra che è la barra che adesso vi mostro. Qui ho sbloccato questi potenziamenti e ho sbloccato soprattutto questo. Ora per sbloccare gli altri slot devo anche sbloccare i rimanenti punti che devo mettere qua. Ho scelto euforia perché mi pare che sia il migliore. Infatti ogni punto di tossicità da pozione aumenta il danno da spada e l'intensità del segno dello 0,75% fino a un massimo del 191,25%, che è tantissimo, e questo mi permette di fare dei grandissimi danni. Guardando anche sul sito ufficiale, nel forum, ho trovato parecchie guide. Infatti, se torniamo indietro, vi mostro personaggio, no, dove era personaggio di qua? No, andiamo nella creazione, volevo dire. Vabbè, intanto guardiamo qua. Alchimia. Mi sono andato a cercare come si chiama? Le costruzioni per l'armatura e armi Grandmaster. Infatti, se guardiamo, spada d'acciaio del grifone Grandmaster, quella lì Silver. Poi abbiamo l'armatura del grifone da Gran Maestro e in più ci ho messo il potere dell'infiammabilità. Il potere l'ho preso, adesso ve lo mostro dopo casomai. E come vi dicevo, adesso le uso molto meno le pozioni di cura, perché uso molto questi. Eccoli qua, tutti i miei decotti e pozioni. Decotti. I decotti mi aumentano la tossicità. Generalmente vado con 3 decotti e lascio lo spazio per una, perché aumentano di tantissimo. Ad esempio abbiamo questo qui, è il decotto dei Petri, che aumenta l'intensità dei segni. Abbiamo il decotto di Leshen, questo qua, ogni segno lanciato aumenta la rigenerazione del vigore per il resto del combattimento. Abbiamo il decotto di Ekimu, rigenera la vitalità dopo aver influito danni ai nemici. Infatti ci sono molte volte che cosa succede? Che mi colpiscono, la mia vita, sto per morire, ma basta che lanci il fuoco che in automatico ritorno. Se ho una buona stack di euforia e in più anche lo stack del danno, che adesso ve lo mostro qual è, mi riempie completamente la barra. Comunque, qui per farvi vedere, sono andato a prendere tutte le armature top e anche le spade. Allora, questa è il Manticore, la Manticora, che questa qua è ottimo se vuoi fare uno stile di combattimento a spada. che fa anche delle evoluzioni particolari potenziando i colpi, cioè ovvero che ruota la spada a 360 gradi, in più fa dei giri su se stesso, capriole e via dicendo, colpendo a 360 gradi. E questa spada è eccezionale proprio perché ha la probabilità di far sanguinamento, in più ha anche dei ottimo critico e penetrazione dell'armatura, quindi questo qui spacca i culi a manetta. Però c'ho anche le armature, infatti stavo dicendo, io per ora mi sono fatto solo quella del grifone. Abbiamo l'armatura del Gran Maestro, l'ho già preso, di tutte le armature ho preso come si chiamano, le informazioni per craftare le armature. Questa è quella del gatto, abbiamo quella che ho io adesso, del grifone, poi abbiamo quella del lupo e dell'orso. E basta. E poi l'armatura della Manticora, che è quella lì che vi dicevo che è potentissima, però quella lì è più per un attacco, per fare l'attacco da spada. Io, dato che ho sempre usato il grifone, ho deciso di andare con la magia. Volevo provare e mi sono creato la mia build personale, che adesso vi mostro un attimo come funziona, per poi passare direttamente alla storia. Per enchantare il mutagene, usa sia i mutageni del colore che voglio potenziare e i punti. Cioè, ad esempio, se io volessi potenziare questo punto qua, mi servirebbero 3 punti abilità e il mutagene. Quindi questo qua va a prendere anche una parte dei punti che mi servirebbero per aumentare anche le mie skill. Tipo, se io, infatti adesso io vorrei finire questa qua perché vorrei prendere trasformazione dei tessuti, ma poi vorrei prendere questo e soprattutto questo, perché serie di uccisioni, se la tossicità è superiore a 0, ogni avversario ucciso aumenta la probabilità di colpo critico del 10% per la durata del combattimento. Questo non è male, però qui devi usare molto la spada, se no ci sarebbe questa qua che non è male. Questa è eccezionale perché mi aumenta la soglia, perché la tossicità mi toglie vita. Comunque adesso lasciamo stare e andiamo avanti col gioco. Allora, in questo punto sono nella mappa qua. Questo qua è una base, qui ci sono i nemici e qui c'è una torcia. All'interno ci sarà un tizio che corre con una fiaccola. Se lui raggiunge la torcia, tutti i nemici intorno a questa fortezza verranno richiamati per dare manforte. Io lascerò andare il nemico ad accendere la torcia perché vi faccio vedere la potenza di questa build. Innanzitutto, ecco, per farvi capire la tossicità, intorno a me nei momenti critici, negli angoli in alto a sinistra, destra e anche in basso a sinistra e destra, si creeranno delle nuvolette tipo di nebbia verde, che indica proprio la mia tossicità. Allora, io per incominciare comincerei a utilizzare il primo decotto, il secondo decotto e poi andiamo avanti. Allora, stando dentro il cerchio mi potenzia l'abilità di aumentare il coso, di aumentare i miei segni. Molto importante usare il Queen, vedrete che adesso io già riesco a castare già 2 volte. Mori, bravo. Sto aspettando gli altri burini. Non è che ho ucciso quello là con la fiaccola, non mi pare. Non mi pare. Perché non arriva nessuno? Vabbè, andiamo a vedere di qua. Adesso uso anche la pozione, che aumentiamo la nostra cosa. Eccola qua. Se vedete sotto la barra della stamina, lì dove c'è il simbolo del lupo, che c'è la parte gialla, questa qua, sotto c'è una barra rossa che si sta caricando. Ah, eccoli qua che sono arrivati, rompi. Chi è sto rompibal? Dov'è? Ah, eccolo qua. E basta rompere. Abbiamo altra gente qui giù. Vai cani. Ecco, adesso ho al massimo il... oh, e basta. Il coso, lo stack. Quindi se vado a vedere il mio potere, se vi ricordo come si fa, statistiche. Adesso ho tossicità 140, ma ho più 340% di intensità del segno. Non è ancora a livelli ottimali per questa build, ma siamo già a tanta roba. E come vedete non ho mai usato la mia pozione di cura. Ho usato solo 2 di cotti su 3, perché non ho messo quello della stamina. Che infatti la dovrei cambiare con questo, cioè però posso anche attivarlo da qua, non mi ricordo più qual era però. Questa cos'era? Aumenta la vitalità massima. Generalmente uso questo o uso questo qua per il veleno, che mi rende immune a tutti i veleni. Questa bufera di neve che congela. Qui abbiamo questo qui per l'attacco. C'era quello della stamina. Questo di strega, la rigenerazione non mi interessa, è al massimo. Questo qui è un altro decotto molto buono che aumenta finché hai la vita al massimo, fa molto più danno, eccezionale. Aumenta per i colpi critici, quello si offre resistenza totale agli effetti di vacillamento, non mi interessa. Subire danni fa aumentare la resistenza al danno. Questo dei vari colpi non ce l'ho, si vede che l'ho già usato, non lo so. Vabbè, adesso poi forse l'avevo finito, non lo so. Comunque, vedremo. L'altro non l'ho messo, quindi quello della vita non era male. Questo è quello che ti fa lo scudo, il Queen senza usare niente, la vita massima di Gero aumenta per ogni nemico ucciso. Anche questo è eccezionale. Quindi potrei usare anche questo e aumento di più la tossicità e quindi anche la mia... il mio potere aumenta. Quindi andiamo di qua e facciamo R. Ecco, se vedete la mia tossicità è aumentata tantissimo. Questa prendiamo perché si vende, che porta tanti bei soldini. Niente, eccoli le corone che servono sempre. perché craftarmi le armature e fare questi potenziamenti mi sono costate l'ira di Dio. Infatti ero pieno di soldi, li ho finiti, ma poi sono riuscito a ritirarmi sui soldi andando a fare quest e robe del genere. Vedete che la mia vita piano piano scende, ma basta che attacchi qualcuno con tutta questa potere che ho, che mi riformo subito. Tanto che vado subito qua, infatti, se non sto attento lo cancello, cioè se non sto attento muoio perché la tossicità mi fa morire. Oh. Questo è già morto così. Ah, ma era lo scemo quello con la cosa, ok. Quello con quello che dovevo uccidere all'inizio per evitare che chiamassero i rinforzi. Allora, per andare a uccidere l'altro stronzo devo andare di qua. Potenziamo e bruciamo. Adesso c'è qualcun altro qua sopra, devo vedere. Ah, ecco come si fa a salire di qua. Che andiamo a conquistare il castello. Per rimuovere... Dov'è? Eccolo lì. Brucia. No. Adesso lo stacca che quella barra rossa non è altissima, quindi non mi ricarica bene, ma però va bene lo stesso. Ho ucciso tutti qua. Ora, per togliere questa cosa, il veleno, o mi metto a riposare per tipo, deve essere questa durata qua, 6 ore, anzi 12 ore, e mi trovo senza, se no posso andare in, dov'era? Inventario, e nelle pozioni c'ho la pozione, dovrebbe essere questa, no, vabbè, questo qui è neve, dov'era? C'ho la rigenerazione del vigore, questa infatti è ottima, gufo, gatto, questa è tuono, ottima anche quella lì, dovrei avere, ah no, non l'ho mica craftata, devo andare in alchimia. In alchimia trovo la pozione che mi toglie tutte queste, come si chiama, questa tossicità. A me adesso non interessa, vado direttamente così e sono a posto. Vedete? Ho già ristabilito il tutto. Di qua non c'è più nulla, volevo vedere se c'era qualcosa da prendere qui intorno. Guardiamo anche che cosa ho indosso, perché non capisco come mai queste sono le stesse stronzate. Vabbè, sono così pesante. Vabbè, vabbè, andiamo. Qua si potrebbe salire anche su. Dammela. Guardiamo un po' qui cosa c'è.
My goodness, how I enjoy your...
Fuori. Ah, muori? Ok, grazie. Ok, e qui abbiamo tolto un baluardo di questi stronzi. Ce ne sono diversi nella regione, io per ora ho trovato questo e un altro. La cosa bella è che ho già provato a fare anche dei mostri di livello 50 con questa build e devo dire la verità, lo faccio in piena tranquillità. Cioè non ho mai avuto problemi anche con mostri di livello 50. Cioè, tanto per dirvi quanto è violenta questa build. Come avete visto uso molto poco la spada perché è una build magica. Ah, figa, non sapevo questa cosa. Ok, qui c'è il mondo di roba che avevo già visto prima. Regni, terrore. Hai donato. Vabbè, non me ne frega niente. Dammi. Guardiamo se ho dimenticato della roba. Via dai coglioni. Già non mi muovo. Sono pesante.
How did he wind up with the moniker?
He had 4 fingers.
Well, that's a bumload of help. I know he was missing one. What I don't know is how he lost it.
He didn't talk about it nearly ever. Didn't like to. Once he claimed some wench had bit it off. But he was drunk, so it was probably wishful thinking.
Have your chit-chat with someone else.
Fottiti stronzo. Comunque avete visto come il gioco è cambiato tantissimo dall'ultima volta. Veramente io sono rimasto, infatti con questa build ci sono rimasto perché a me piace tantissima come cosa. Sono rimasto perché è eccezionale. Non ne parlano benissimo di questo, cioè di build, cioè non ne fanno molto con i segni perché tutti vanno con la build, quella con la manticore, che dicono che sia una cosa spaziale. Stavo pensando di tenere un salvataggio, infatti, e fare casomai più avanti e provare anche quella build lì perché è una cosa, cioè tutti dicono che sia una cosa spaventosa, e tra cui c'è anche una build che fai usando la manticore, che è la build cosa c'è, scusa,
Witcher or not, you still to bust your bum.
perché mi dici di guardare qua? Cosa c'è qui sotto? Non capisco. Dicevo, sì, c'è la build, puoi creare la build, la God build, cioè ovvero sei immortale. Sei immortale sempre usando euforia. No, cosa cazzo sono andato a prendere? E basta. E quindi tanta roba, tanta roba. Servono moltissimi, come vedete, moltissime roba per craftare le pozioni. Comunque ottima build, mi piace, a me è piaciuta tantissimo. Questo non è il mio cavallo, no. Via. No, però potrebbe essere interessante. Via, no, sali. Ah, cosa vuoi? Chi è che mi rompe le palle?
unbeatable bargain. Preferential financing from the Cianfanellis on every armor purchase.
Most honored Witcher, the slaughter of Filbert Fourfingers von Witten. Quite the feat. You've my respect and gratitude forever and always. He'd squatted in those ruins for months, him and that Hans of his. Whoever they captured alive lived to regret not having been cleaved in battle.
Managed to assemble a pretty good bunch of men.
Refuse from all the world. Bandits, degenerates, drawn like flies to doo-doo. It's good you fell them to a man. You've my gratitude, and good prices for all time here.
Oh, bene, posso vendere. Oh, e fammi idea.
Your goods. Mind if I have a glance?
207. Pieno di soldi, via. Ciapa. Buono. Ottimo. Ti ho tolti di soldi, stronzo. Creazione, guardiamo, ripara. C'è già da riparare. Cazzo. Boh.
Thanks. Farewell.
Ah, giusto. Per il potenziamento che ho messo infiammabilità, l'ho presa qua. Vi ricordate nella quest della DLC che avevo fatto Heart of Stone qua a Velen, esattamente qua, aspettate che rimpicciolisco qua, ci dovrebbe essere, dove era? Oddio, non lo trovo più. Dov'è? Qua, eccolo. Vedete, qui c'è un libro. Era quello che mi chiedeva inizialmente i 5.000 che avevo dato i 5.000, che avevo detto non so se ho fatto la cosa giusta o sbagliata. Dopo ve ne chiede 10.000 e subito dopo vi dice di andare a raccogliere della roba. E subito dopo te ne chiede 15.000. Allora, ero rimasto comunque, dopo aver craftato le armature, cioè l'armatura del grifone, ero rimasto con tipo 1.000 soldi. Il problema, la cosa buona di questo DLC, che in questo mondo qua, che com'è che si chiama questa zona del mondo? Ducato di Toussaint, le quest pagano un macello, sia di monete che anche quelle monete speciali che bisogna andare a scambiare. Il problema è che bisogna fare avanti e indietro tra Novigrad e questo posto. È una cosa, e facendo le quest, che adesso vi mostro quelle che ho fatto io, completate, questi sono quelli di Toussaint, no, questi sono quelli normali, dove sono quelli di Toussaint. Toussaint. Scalaghi. Qua. Guardate, tutte queste qua, che sono quelle che ho fatto io in questi 2 giorni, mi hanno pagato una cifra mostruosa. Ma veramente impressionante. Però qui dovrebbe esserci... no, assolutamente, solo per la spada.
Nothing to see here.
Via, dai coglioni. Bene, come ho detto, adesso andiamo con la quest centrale del gioco. Dove devo andare? Qua. Posto più vicino, qua. La città è grande. Perché ci sono delle città che sono allucinanti. Ah, vado di qua, via. Questa build però è traumatica contro determinati mostri, tipo quelli di pietra, sì, come si chiama, i golem lì, che non gli fai un cazzo con la magia, e allora devi usare la spada, e questa spada non è il massimo per combattere. Quindi vi ho spiegato il tutto di quello che è successo e...
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry. killer must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Killed with a single blow. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. In the cellar, gotta be. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Revermuck carried the body in his cart.
Oh, guardalo.
Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand.
Bene, allora, intanto mi preparo con una bella cosetta. Innanzitutto, questa cos'è che avevo preso? Quello della vita. Allora, questo se c'è un vampiro serve questo. E poi mi servirebbe, anzi prenderei questo, poi quello me lo attivo io dopo. Tanto faccio così e uso, tanto mi attivo un po' la vita, che tanto non ho preso ancora niente. Non tutte le pozioni ce le ho a livello massimo, tipo anche questo Gufo Fulvo e la basica, non è ancora quella di livello massimo, perché servono tutte le ricette o servono ingredienti particolari per trasformarle. Come ho detto, il gioco è abbastanza complesso, è diventato ancora più complesso, però è molto figo. Allora io direi che sono a posto, salviamo. Perfetto, andiamo, qui non c'è più niente, andiamo dentro.
Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck.
Ma io intanto vado a vedere di qua cosa c'è. A volte si trova della bella roba, qui non c'è un cazzo.
Hurled against the wall with great force.
Questo non me lo fa mica vedere, no.
Used this to batter down the grate.
No.
Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Voglio vedere solo una cosa. Questa è quella che mi dà stamina, giusto? C'è la rigenerazione del vigore, esatto, perfetto. Madonna.
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Ah, era la tizia che girava col mantello.
We don't have to fight.
Che era l'inizio.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Come vedete si è subito azionata la cosa. Allora intanto voglio mettere F, andiamo in questo, vai qua, via, poi andiamo in Igni. Guardate come va, come muore. Già morta. Cioè, una build spaventosa.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though? Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat.
Potevo usare anche il sangue nero, ma con questa build non serve
Pouch,
niente.
bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Allora, come vedete, il mio sangue non è perfettamente rosso, sta diventando un colore giallastro, perché ho un'alta percentuale di euforia, però ancora non è avvelenato, quindi mi fa scendere la vita. Quando arrivo a livelli molto alti di euforia, questa incomincia a scendere, però mi aumenta drasticamente il danno, e già adesso il danno è assurdo. Come potete ben vedere, è già diventata una bestia. Questo personaggio è diventato una bestia allucinante. Volevo vedere una cosa. Ho anche livellato. Io metto il punto. Questo è già il massimo, però devo sbloccare l'altro, ma per sbloccare mi servono 3 punti. Lasciamo perdere per ora. Intanto livello questa. No, che cazzo ho fatto? Ah, mi prendi per il culo. Ok. Bene. Rimettiamo questa qua, che era questa. A posto. Andiamo. Qua tanto non c'è più niente da guardare. E andiamo dalla duchessa. Vabbè, anche qui vicino. Ah, perché sono già dalla città, va bene. È una città gigantesca, sta qua, che è la capitale. No. Dove sono? Ah no, non è la capitale è questa qua, che è una cosa immensa.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
The tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Golnet.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, you can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Aperto la finestra, ho sbattuto contro il muro.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Alla fine mi sa che sono io.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Questo qui era di uno che questo tizio qua doveva si era trovato una tizia, questa qua era innamorato perdutamente di lui, però qui ci sono delle tradizioni che per l'amore che provi per una donzella devi fare un gesto particolare. Allora ha detto: ah, sei la più bella del reame, che è poi un tubero, ti vado a prendere un mostro potente, che era poi veramente potente, era un semidio e via dicendo. E questo qua però erano già passate 2 mesi e questa qua era preoccupata, allora mi ha soldato per andarlo a cercare, vedere che fine aveva fatto. Alla fine l'ho aiutato e lui dice: ah, devo andare a cercare altra roba perché questo qua mi vuole sposare, io non di sposarmi non ne ho voglia, io lo volevo fare solo per trombare. Allora gli ho detto: fila dalla tua donna e vattela e dagli la testa di ricompensa, così fai vedere che hai fatto il coso, devi sposare, devi essere un uomo, hai detto questa roba qua, devi fare l'uomo e basta. E allora adesso è qui che vuole ancora affrontare altri mostri perché non si vuole sposare. Ah, un mito.
Let's go.
E di sicuro dovrò salvarmi ancora il culo. Perché si è preso i meriti che lui ha sconfitto quel mostro, ma sono stato io ad ucciderlo, no, vabbè.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Ah, è un'altra questa, ne ha trovato un'altra adesso. Quindi ha mandato a fanculo quella là.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Cazzo, cucchiaio di pietra, col cazzo che lo tiro giù. Sto usando spada.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Anch'io. Aiuto. Oh, la catena che si è tolta. L'altra. Oh.
Damn it. We have to help him.
Ecco, sapevo che toccava a me. No, ma lascia stare, ci penso io, dai. F. Poi.
Gotta keep it down. Can only tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, tonight, the beast heaved its foul girth, let loose a roar, and knocked it to earth. Down came the Witcher in one mighty bound, to give fight to the beast, its plans confound. The fate of the beast has been laid by the gods. The triumph against all odds. The Witcher waited till the time was through, then 12 danced and spun, struck the monster as true.
Adesso rompe i coglioni sto qua. Ce l'ha già fregato, bravo cattivo.
He has breathed his last breath. Avenge, ye Witcher! Fight bravely unto death!
Che palle!
Thus the Witcher's life was snuffed.
Sbagliato.
All our hopes, alas, had turned to
No, adesso
dust.
si può dire che è morto.
Dogs die, flee faint, his razor strikes belly, Selma's cries ring aloud.
Muori, boh.
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
È già morto.
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help.
Oh.
Guillaume?
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival, had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He let the investigation pen to your arrival. But whatever could he be? Come, we must find him.
La duchessa di Tosso.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany
Che
you?
cazzo è il Visconte Giuliano?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Cazzo ha fatto Dandelion?
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Solitamente i Witcher chiedono quello che si trova a casa, ma che non ci si aspettava. Cazzo ne so io? Boh, sì, vai.
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time-honored.
We shall be candid. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Incazzato lui.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Five virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Tusa, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed the knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm.
Metterla a 90 sta qua. Porca vacca.
Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
T'ho detto però io 90 ci sta bene, che fisico che ha.
Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Clear a path! Clear the way, I said! It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Come cazzo è possibile che lei non si stanca?
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Okay.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try it.
Witcher, you...
Gosh!
No diddle for the dance. Slithering snake by the neck.
Courageous
Oh.
or coward.
Oh. Oddio. Dov'è sto unicorno del cazzo?
This is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Immobilizzalo col tuo potere. Cretino.
Come on, stay calm. Shh, calm down. Easy now.
That's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Ah no, li sono andati qua. No, mi dice andare su, due palle.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes? Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
That's an outrage!
Bad form, sir.
Seghe. ricordi. No, non posso. Via dalle balle.
Banquets and wine.
Witcher, you, I am sure, are not dealing.
My heart's about to burst from the surfeit of beauty.
No bats.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Inizia con la S. Poi una congiunzione. Ho due rane senza corpo e una fine con la A. Oddio. Allora, inizio con la S. Caverna non inizia perché sarebbe cave. Serra in inglese come si dice? Swamp. Questa con una S. Però finisce. Ho due rane senza corpo e una fine con la A. Scopre la palude, rane e una fine con la A, però io proverei la palude, proviamo.
Is it about someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads hard cheese.
Serra.
Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
Hai toccato la tetta?
What the butch? What was that?
Ah, ecco che mi sono tornate le robe.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxa who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet, that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess
Pino.
one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Dici, vampiro del cazzo. Aspetta un attimo, rompi cazzo. Black. Ok.
Kill it.
Guarda come vai giù, stronzo.
To stay where you are. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now.
Bene, Pino, mi fa piacere, sei divertito?
Mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
So you being here, it's no coincidence?
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlef. I fear he's become entangled.
Gli occhiali sono fichi.
So that's his
Poi devi vedermi adesso con tutta la faccia tutta con tutte le venature. Perché ho messo, l'ho spiegato all'inizio del video quello che ho fatto.
More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand. Detlef is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlaf, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Huh. Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Detlaf an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlaf found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlaf's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him. Immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlaf doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlaf is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère la Chaise-Longue Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
No, perché non c'ho tutto? Ah, mi si è tolto tutta la cosa. Tutta la... come si chiama? Le pozioni. Vabbè, comunque se vedi Pino, intorno allo schermo si vedono a volte dei fumi verdi. E in più vedi che c'è il teschio sotto la mia vita che ha una barra verde. Quella è la tossicità, perché come ho spiegato all'inizio uso Euforia che utilizza la tossicità. e come vedi ogni punto di tossicità da pozione aumenta il danno da spada e intensità del segno fino a un massimo del 192%, quindi dopo mi si creano tutte delle rughe, perdo vita, se arrivo a un certo livello di euforia, però mi dà un bordello di roba. Come vedi i mostri li faccio fuori tranquillamente. La spada non la uso manco più perché questa qui è una build magica che mi sono fatto.
Send the whip away those riot. Our duchy values quiet.
Adesso mi avvicino un po', esco dalla città. Ah, questa è la città grande, che due palle.
Leave me alone!
Qui c'era anche una quest del cazzo qui, è qui dove poi sono andato a craftare le armature, quelli da Grandmaster.
Greetings.
Tanto vendo adesso della roba da vendere.
What do you have on offer?
Sì, c'ho questa roba qua, via, via e via. Poi qui c'è tutta la roba che ho venduto, anche tutta sta roba qua. Questa qua l'ho tutta venduta io, è da qui che mi sono fatto tutti i soldi. Poi qui sono a posto, andiamo in ripara.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Adesso mi riposo perché mi devo rifare i decotti che li ho finiti e quindi mi servono. Perfetto. Perché se no non la uso mica la mia magia.
Don't crowd around.
Palle. Ah, palle, cavallo.
Regis. Could have picked some other place to
Vedi
meet.
che sono tutti... Ah, che palle queste piante di merda. Affanculo, Perché spara dall'altra parte, sto idiota? Dov'è? cazzo me ne frega del master armaiolo. Ancora. Ma dove? Ah, non mi fa mica entrare. Sono sopra. Altra pianta di merda. Finita con sta stronzata, grazie.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Allora, i decotti usati, vabbè, è qua, è qua. Allora, basta. E ora? Dammi vita, brutto stronzo. Cos'è che mi manca?
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. That's some stench.
Oh cazzo.
Just wonderful.
Come cazzo ho fatto a sfondarmela? Mancato? Ah, ecco. Adesso muori. Guarda la mia vita come va su. So che va anche giù adesso, puttana Eva, con tutta questa cosa che mi sono preso. Vabbè dai. Datemi i nemici. Devo andare di qua intanto. Guardiamo dove mi porta. Buono. Come faccio a prendere questo qua? O cos'è?
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me? Interesting.
Adesso questi decotti mi stanno togliendo troppa vita, via. Devo far così. Ok. Perfetto. Andiamo a vedere di qua. Ah, vabbè.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Sì, vai tranquillo, Pino.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera.
Comunque sono già mezzanotte e mezza, tra poco stacco anch'io.
But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
Comunque, quando hai tempo, guardati l'inizio di questa partita, che spiego molte cose, faccio vedere la build che ho creato.
It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Io sono pieno di veleno.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
La mano se muove.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity's a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, from my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say. But I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Preferirei cambiare. No, Geralt è un witch. Vabbè, sì, vabbè. Ah, sì.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer. To find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse, in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in... spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Al nostro ritufo con hard. Io devo cercare il... Eccolo qua, il weak. Quindi lui fa parte dei necrofagi. Fire, ok. E Yarden, ottimo. Bene, bene. quindi 619. Ragazzi, ma guarda dov'è il cavallo laggiù in fondo. Ok, i decotti ci sono, perfetto. Allora, adesso andiamo davanti al punto dove devo arrivare, salvo e concludo la live per oggi. Mi scuso se mi sono collegato così tardi, ma ho avuto problemi a casa e quindi ci ho messo un po'. Riprenderò domani e continueremo con questa cosa.
What's that about?
The dressings, bandages, where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Stand and step away from him.
What? Me? But what is your grief?
Don't make me say it again. That's good advice.
Will you tell me what it is you seek?
Needed to see if you were lying. You'd be covered in blood if you dealt those wounds. Just got it on your hands, though, so all's in order.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
Oh.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Vediamo questa cosa. Vabbè, facciamo questa e... allora.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate. Gate's locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled though. Something tried to get out.
The very thought sends a cold wind.
Qui c'è un rumore. Ho fatto il giro di tutta la casa. Comunque guardiamo se Riusciamo a uccidere sto cazzo di mostro per poi continuare. Vabbè.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Burned alive. Really high-temperatured work here.
Lord, thou art my defender and protector. Thou bringest good news.
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Silver tableware. Elven engravings. Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shea handiwork clearly. Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Oh no no, già pesante sono. Allora, questo qua tanto non li uso mai. Via. Vai, così siamo a posto. Poi vediamo.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench.
Però prima io vado a vedere di qua. Ma non c'è niente, esatto, chiuso.
Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
Lì c'è il simbolo rosso.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Eccolo qua.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene. The death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Savarin, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin homage. But something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge? The giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Siamo in 3.
Damn it. Can't risk. Can't expose you to danger.
Master, if what you say is truth, then I was the cause of this massacre. Unintentionally, yet nonetheless, I have a duty to assist you. A moral one.
Gods have us in their care. I shall help as well.
Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler, who we must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethef, the elfin king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches. Divethef laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of linen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands. Filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elfin wine. Gwynnoeth, the sweetest blood of the land that has been poured with fire. At long last, the elfin king grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Perché devo mettere queste spade del cavolo, scusa? Non so neanche del cavolo siano. Ho già equipaggiate. Ah, forse devo...
The elfin king, erect in his pride,
drew his blade and dropped to his knees. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
No, io intanto voglio questo. Ti scazzi. Boh. Oh, che cazzo. Fanno male sti qua. Oh. Madonna. Che cazzo è che casta qua? Devo allontanarmi, caricarmi e poi far male. No! Cazzo, ste qua sono delle rompipalle. Il resto va giù abbastanza veloce, ma... Ste qua sono pese. Allora... Adesso ci penso, io so già io come farlo. Bravo, ma col ciso quello lì. Ah. Scusa un attimo, no. Hard. Sì, vabbè, ma non riesco a colpirle. Che cazzo. No, che cazzo è successo? Vieni qua, su. Questo è un combattimento bello peso,
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Defethov had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical treachery embodied elves. Pshh.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this, your reward.
Farewell.
Boh, anche questa è fatta. Qui c'è la roba che avevo preso. Ma che palle. Dove vai, stupido cavallo? Oh, adesso arrivo al punto dove devo arrivare e poi dopo mi fermo. Ah, forget.
Our guests, never a good omen. Wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Allora, pian piano. Oh, questa parte. Non gli faccio niente a queste. Benissimo. Ok, allora adesso io mi curerei un attimo e poi salverei. Oh, ce sono gli altri cani, credo. Pieno di sti cani del cazzo. Vorrei capire una cosa. Perché c'ho ancora sta spada di merda? Ok. Buona sta qua. Benissimo. A posto, come detto, qui mi fermo e riprenderemo domani con la quest di storia. Voglio solo vedere missioni secondarie, mamma mia, ce ne sono ancora tante. Vabbè, molte sono anche 3, 4, 5, 6, questo è Gwent, non me ne frega niente, 7 ne ho di queste secondarie. Perfetto, voglio vedere un attimo la mappa se ho già aperto tutto, mi mancano ancora delle città, qui ho aperto tutto, mi manca questa zona qua, però ho già scovato tutte le città, quindi di altre quest non ne ho più. Quindi ho queste cose qua e niente, perfetto. Scusa. Ah, la casa mia. Ah, ecco qua che mi ha dato anche il... Oh, perfetto. Va bene, io con qui concludo, ho salvato e niente, io vi ringrazio per essere stati qua, grazie Pino, grazie a chiunque sia collegato, adesso non sto vedendo, comunque vi ringrazio e ci vediamo a domani. Un saluto a nox666us, ciao!